probably
All right.
knows.
So we're recording for those of you that weren't able to watch live, and this will also be a great resource for later if anybody wants to see how to prep some of our freezer meal workshops. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First off, I'm Tracy Heinbuck. I live in Scappoose, Oregon. If you are from anywhere else than Scappoose, I'd love to hear where you're from and who invited you. If you want to just drop that in the chat, that'd be great. But we are prepping our simple summer freezer meal workshop. This is using some of our products from our spring catalog, and they're great for, they're kind of used versatilely in these recipes for kind of thinking outside the box, not how you would maybe use cheesy fry seasoning, for instance, and you'll see that as we're kind of prepping. So all of you should have received the PDF with all of the recipes, the grocery list, and the prep instructions. And what I always suggest is to print out the prep instructions and have them at your workstation to work by. You also should have maybe a box of the gallon size freezer bag. That's what I use. You can, with some of these, maybe use a gallon size. I think it's just easier for mixing ingredients to have a gallon. I'm sorry, the quart size. The gallon size is easier to kind of mix and get the seasonings and the oils and everything that we're going to be using on the product. So you want to have that. I like to have a Sharpie close by so I can maybe write the date on it, just in case you forget it's in your freezer and maybe next summer you're like, what is this? What's the date? So make sure you write the date. That's just a little tip. And then, you know, just kind of your groceries that you got kind of pre-ordered or pre-picked up whenever you did that. I like to click list my whole grocery order. And if you noticed on this particular menu, the grocery list is very, very short. So very inexpensive, which is awesome. And another thing I like to do too is buy in bulk. It's less expensive, and you can actually make a couple recipes from when you buy in bulk, you can double up your recipes. So you're going to see on not the first menu, but the second menu, kind of how I did that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with Burger Bites Power Bowl. So you want to make sure you have the Burger Bites Power Bowl in front of you. And you'll notice on here that it talks about the first thing says ingredients for freezer bag. That's what we're going to be prepping for. So we're going to go ahead and grab our first gallon size freezer bag. And this is another little kitchen hack. Some of you may have seen these before. I got these on Amazon. They're awesome for prepping meals. I think they come as a dozen. Search in Amazon freeze like Ziploc bag, meal prep, Ziploc bag holder opener, something like that, and you'll find them. They'll pop up. So I like using these. I put my Ziploc bag in here, kind of open this up. I also like to have one of our cutting mats on the counter just for cleanup, easy cleanup later. If there's any spills, it goes right onto the cutting mat. So that's just a little tip. You can use whatever you want, nothing, or check out our freezer or our cutting mats. They're awesome. Come in a set of 4, so you have plenty for prepping. It's awesome. All right, so the first thing we're going to grab is just 1 pound of lean ground beef. And for this particular one, I decided to do chicken. And that's the thing that's really nice about Epicure. It's versatile. So if you don't do beef, you can do chicken or turkey. You could also do mushrooms with this if you want to just make it vegetarian. So that's another thing that would be really good on this. So just keep that in mind. So we'll go ahead and grab 1 pound of lean ground beef. Or in this case, I'm going to grab chicken. Try to open it. Some of you may have already prepped this and had your meat in your bags already. I did not, because it's such a simple meal to put together. I was like, I'll just do it when we're prepping all together. So we're gonna put our chicken in here. And I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. There's a lot of hand washing in this too. Okay, so the next thing is, well, I can tell you, I've already kind of messed up a little bit, but it's not a big deal. It's gonna be fine. What we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of cheesy fry seasoning. So grab your cheesy fry. And if you don't have one of these, you want one of these. This is our 4-in-1 measuring spoon. It's got a tablespoon on one side, a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, and a 1/4 teaspoon, all in one. These things are amazing. And then we are going to do 1 tablespoon of our burger seasoning. Oh, that's the banh mi. So I will tell you, when I've done these in the past, you get going and you start grabbing things. I have mixed seasonings together that were not the right seasonings. They still turn out delicious. So if you mess up, try it, see what it tastes like. It might be your own new little creation. All right, so 1 tablespoon of burger seasoning. And we're just going to kind of lightly take the air out and then just kind of mix this all up. So one thing that I could have done differently is I could have mixed this in a bowl and then pre-made all the little the bite-sized pieces. I usually take our 2 tablespoon scoop, pre-mix them, and then lay this flat and place them inside the Ziploc bag flat, and then freeze them. Then they're already ready to go. I will just do that at that time of cooking. And these are probably coming with me camping, so what I'll do with these is just take a little scoop, I'll probably put them in our steamer and on top of the tray and just put them in the microwave. We probably, because you want to have them real small, I probably wouldn't put them on the grill, but you can put them on the grill too. So, all right, so you mix that all up really good. And then you're going to take the air out of that. I always kind of just squish it all to the bottom so it's nice and flat, and that makes it easy storing too. What's nice about this too is when everything defrosts, all the flavor, it like defrosts with the flavors kind of mixing into it. So. And then you'll see like the next thing it says ingredients for day of. So where that kind of comes in handy is when you are, let's say it's Sunday and you're trying to figure out what to cook for the week. But you're getting your grocery list and everything ready. I always go to my freezer. I grab whatever, if it's a freezer meal like this, I grab it out of the freezer and I look on ingredients needed for cooking. So I make sure I have my tomatoes, my cucumbers, my greens, some cheddar cheese, and some red onion or yellow mustard or whatever you want to use for the topping section there. This is going to be basically a deconstructed burger in a bowl. They're super delicious. I've made these a number of times, really, really good. The other thing you'll need is the burger sauce, which came in your bundle, and you'll make that the night of too. So maybe while the burgers are cooking, you can whip up the sauce and then you can have everything laid out to build your bowl. So that's it for that one. So pretty simple. Now I take this sheet, I'm going to probably fold it in half and just slide it between the 2 bags. And the reason I do double bag is just in case it rips somewhere inside there, it doesn't leak when it's defrosting, especially like with the bigger chicken pieces, those can get kind of sharp edges. And so then it doesn't break open and leak out while it's defrosting. So I double bag it, and the recipe is right there ready for you. So you know what you need to do whenever it's time to cook it. So that's bag 1. And I will write the date on it. And I'll kind of just pause for a second there and see if anybody has any questions so far. Or if anybody has anything in the chat that, Erin, you want to relay to me. What is today's? Today is
my dogs won't stop barking, but I'll try. I think one of the Jessicas watched me because you have them fancy things you got on Amazon. I used a multi-purpose pot.
Ooh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it fit really well actually. So
that is so brilliant. Okay, I might be doing that next time. So the 8 cup or the 12 cup, or does it even matter?
Actually, I think it's the 8 cup. It's the little one.
Cool. Very good.
I don't have the big one. I don't know if the diameter is the same actually.
It is a little bigger. So the 8 cup would probably, or the 12 cup would probably be too big. So, okay, we're going to move right on to the next one. We're going to do our grilled Cajun chicken burgers. And I'm actually cooking this tonight for a dinner. However, I'm doing it just as chicken thighs. We're not doing buns or anything like that, or as a burger. So you'll want to grab your grilled chicken, Cajun chicken burgers. Again, grab another Ziploc bag here. I bought my chicken thighs at Costco in bulk. And so I can prepare multiple again. So first thing we need is 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thigh or breast. You can do that, or you can do, again, anything you want. You could do pork. You could do, this would be really good on steak, I think, too. So whatever you want. So I'm going to go grab my chicken and add that.
Tracy, I think you got the easy ones. How come mine has all the cut vegetables and stuff?
I missed it. What, Erin?
Oh, I was joking with you. I was like, you got all the easy ones. Mine has all the vegetables being cut up and stuff.
I am doing the kebabs, though. That one has some vegetables. All right.
All pretty easy.
Yeah. Well, by then they're going to want to listen to you and not me anymore. So,
Oh.
All right, you guys. So I just did 4 chicken thighs. I didn't measure. Again, I'm pretty much just like eyeball a lot of stuff. So I did 4 chicken thighs. That's perfect for my family. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of oil. Now, if you're going to be grilling, I like to use avocado oil because it is a higher heat temperature that you can cook at, so it doesn't scald the oil. So when I grill, I always use avocado oil or grapeseed oil, just because it is higher temperature. I used to use olive oil all the time, and then I learned a little bit more about the I can't remember what that burn temperature, the heat temperature verbiage, like what that actually is. But so I use avocado oil, and we're just going to do 2 tablespoons of oil. I usually have a wet ingredient measuring spoon and a dry ingredient measuring spoon too. That's another little tip. And then we are doing 1 tablespoon of Cajun fry seasoning. Again, just because it says fries doesn't mean we can't use it for other things. Which I think a lot of people don't realize with Epicure. They think they're limited to just the one, the name of the product, but there's so much more versatility with them. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit more because I think I probably have more than 1.5 pounds. So I did 1.5 tablespoons. Then we're gonna close that up. Bake it, kind of get the ingredients and everything all over the bag.
Hey, Tracy,
Yeah,
what level of spicy would you say the Cajun is?
I don't think, so I have a hard time with real spicy. I think that the jalapeno burgers, if anybody has tried the jalapeno burgers, it's a little spicy for me. This one I've done on fries and I don't feel, it's got mild, maybe a mild heat. Yeah, not too bad. It's really good on tater tots. We have a restaurant out here that does Cajun tots that is well known, and so I was so excited because I'm like, I am going to make those from home. Good question though. So then again, you want to kind of get all the air out of that, seal it up. And with your chicken and meals, you want to make sure that they're kind of all separated so you can lay it flat. This just allows more space in your freezer to stack them all on top of each other. And once I do that, I actually got most of that out of there. Sometimes I'll open the Ziploc bag up a little bit more and then just try to get more air out of it. Got our date on there. And then take this and we're going to go ahead and double bag it and throw this in between. On the day of, you're making kind of a slaw mix, which sounds so good. I'm going to be making another one of these later, and this will be our camping trip one. So I'll add the slaw mix and make sure I have a Greek yogurt, apple cider vinegar, and coleslaw mix to kind of mix that all up and make a really good yummy slaw to just top that on your burgers. And if you are not doing bread, you can just do like a dollop of the slaw and put your chicken on top of it, kind of do like a Cajun chicken salad instead. That'd be really good too. All right.
Have any of the other ambassadors on our Zoom tonight, have you guys tried the Montreal seasoning yet? I haven't tried it yet. Lizette's asking what it tastes like. I've never tried it.
Okay, I explain it like kind of like a what is the steak seasoning from Costco? It's been forever that I've gotten it. Like Johnny, not Johnny's. Is it Johnny's steak seasoning from Costco? It's really popular, or
I can't remember what that one is, but yeah, I feel like it's kind of similar to that. This one has like a slight spice to it, I'd say, but it's really good, like garlic and garlic onion herbs blend. It's just so good on steaks. I love it.
it's very good. It's really good on chicken. It's really good on pork. It's good on even like eggs. It's really good. So it's kind of a good multi-purpose seasoning.
Are you guys talking about the Montreal steak?
Yes.
Woody uses it on everything. Everything.
That's why I think it's kind of like Johnny's. But Johnny's is a sea salt, a Johnny's seasoning salt, right?
Yeah, it is. He uses it on burgers, steaks, roasts. There's not a time he doesn't use it, quite frankly. I think it is his favorite seasoning. So anyway, I thought I'd pop that in there.
Nice.
I'm still working at school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stevie, that we have that special bundle right now. The Montreal teppanyaki and barbecue sauce. It's a discounted bundle right now too. So that's a great bundle. If any of you want to watch me prep a little bit of that, or watch a little bit of, we're doing an on Epicure on the road. I'm going to be showcasing that Wednesday night. So if you want to join that group, drop it in the comments, and Erin or Jessica will make sure you guys get invited to it if you're not already in it. But it's going to be really fun, showcasing how people use Epicure in the summer, like going to the beach or going camping or just little day trips with their kids to the park. So lots of fun things are going to be shown with that too. So, so this, you guys probably saw me kind of dump this out. I prepped this earlier, and you could see how it got all saucy. Oh gosh, I don't know. You can kind of see the sauce in there. So with the oil and the seasoning, and then when the chicken defrosts, like all of that moisture just kind of blends together and it smells fantastic. But anyway, I'm hopping this in the oven so we have dinner right when we're done. Make sure I set the timer. Otherwise I'll forget and we will not have dinner. Okay. All right, so banh mi burgers is next, but Erin, this might be a good time to pause. And do you want to do your meal next?
Sure.
Okay.
Mine's the one right after that one. It's the lemongrass chicken stir fry. So it's actually made with the same seasoning. How do you pronounce that? Banh mi?
Banh mi. Yep.
Banh
Banh mi. Yeah.
So I didn't get thighs. It says use chicken thighs. I got breasts. So that's what I'm using. Let me wash my hands. I've been picking up the dog because she won't stop barking. Wash my hands a little bit. And then I'll probably, I have extra here too. So I'm probably going to do a couple of these. But I'll start with this one. It only needs a pound. I got like 3 pounds of chicken here. Since I don't have chicken thighs, I'm gonna cut cubes. And I'm really sorry about the dog. She smells food and she won't stop barking. Yeah, she won't stop barking. I was actually, so this is a stir fry, so I might make this like little cubes actually. I don't think it'll matter. Tracy, have you made this one yet? Oh, she wandered off. I usually have a lot of stuff to talk about.
I have
No,
not. Looks really good.
It does look good. So I'm guessing that the lemongrass flavoring comes from this seasoning. That's all flavors that are in there. I haven't tried this seasoning yet either. Sadie, stop barking.
The seasoning is amazing. When Erin is done, we're going to be making the banh mi burgers, which little more time consuming. Meaning you just got to prep the burgers, but so worth it whenever it's time to cook. So this has organic coconut, palm sugar. It does lemongrass. So yeah,
Nice.
lemongrass, organic lime powder. It's really good. I love this one. So good.
So how much I'm putting in a tablespoon? See, I haven't even opened it yet. You guys could see how full these ice jars are, right?
I love that.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff in there. That's fun.
Yeah, there's big chunks of stuff in here. So
Oh, it smells good.
is anybody on here prepping right now? Oh, Anna, you made it. I just noticed.
Oh my gosh, you guys, the dogs. The dogs. Dexter, come here. Bud, come here. Dexter, come here. Well, I've got this new little foster dog. Squeaker. Oh, what? The dog. Daisy, no, don't do it. I'll be right back.
No problem. While we're waiting for her, the next one is the banh mi burger. I'm actually tweaking this a little bit. It calls for 1 pound of ground pork or ground chicken. I like it, the way I've always made it is with 1 pound of ground pork and 1 pound of beef. So I'm mixing those together and then, so doubling the batch, because we're literally going camping this Friday, we're leaving. So we'll have 2 sets of burgers. So anyway, is Erin back? So anyway, when you guys make yours, you'll be following the instructions, and doing ground beef or ground pork. So we could just move along to that one, I think. Or you could simply just follow the instructions on the lemongrass chicken. It's pretty easy here. Oh, here she is.
I locked him in the bedroom. Okay. So they're foster dogs, right? So one of them, he's had some trauma or something. So he's been doing really good actually, but don't you start. Now for some reason my husband's walking around with like knee pads and stuff doing work around the house. And it's freaking him out. I don't know why. So this actually says to scoop the seed out of the zucchini. Sadie, do you know why is that? Do they freeze better without the seed?
Yes. So sometimes when you do that, the zucchini will stay. If you don't, sometimes it gets soggy. So this is the other thing too, is that you can do it now, which works great, or you can add these ingredients fresh later if you prefer. I know Jessica is someone that she just does the meat, the protein or whatever, and she adds her ingredients later, or her fresh ingredients at time of cooking. So as you get to use the meals and you're cooking with them, you're defrosting, you're prepping, you're cooking, you kind of get an idea of what works best for you and what you prefer. I like doing what Erin's doing and scooping that center part out, because that's where really it's those seeds and the stringy part is really where a lot of that moisture is too. So you can kind of decide what you want to do.
That makes sense. I was wondering about that.
Zucchini is just one that sometimes doesn't always freeze the greatest. I think bell peppers and the green beans, obviously, those all freeze really, really well.
I kind of like the idea of the vegetables for me, because if I'm going to stick something in the freezer, I want it to be just like ready to go.
Yep.
For those nights when we're still out there delivering kind of late and you get home and you just don't want to do any prep.
Yeah.
I guess how big you cut up the slices is preference too, right? If you like big chunks in your stir fry or smaller chunks.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can you
Zucchini
guys
is also good on skewers. So for like, if you were going to make kebabs, I would do them more chunky. And then in your stir fry, it's really just however you want them.
I have a bell pepper hack.
I'm gonna lean in and watch.
So there's actually a couple different ways. I've seen different ways to do this, but I like this one. I cut off both ends. And then can you see? I slide the knife in one side and it kind of like unrolls. I don't know if you can see that.
That's kind of how I do it too. Yeah.
That way you get all your seeds and stuff in one chunk. And then you just have your the rest of it left over to cut into strips.
Perfect. Right, one somewhere.
That's my hack.
It's a good one. And no waste. Then you can take the top and bottom and you can dice those up. You can save them for something else later. Throw them in your eggs on your salad or whatever.
Yeah. I'm just going to throw them all in there.
Yeah. Or that. Just throw them all together.
It's all going in there. I'm not very culinary inclined either, or more culinary challenged. So haphazard's kind of my shtick. It's how I roll.
I'm the same way. So I learned that kitchen hack from somebody else that was on our team a long time ago. That's why I do Epicure, because I need help. I need help with meals, how to cook things.
Soy sauce or sesame oil. No. Yes. Soy sauce. And green beans. Tablespoon. You guys are just following along, right? So I don't need to do a whole lot of talking.
Yeah, I think Anna is prepping,
Oh, nice.
and Jessica and Angela and Carolyn, I believe, are watching.
So this is my soy sauce. And sesame oil. I actually do have a little bit of sesame oil left, but I usually just use olive oil. Ooh, perfect.
For stir frying like that. So you guys, we have a new catalog. I'll talk while you guys are just kind of finishing. Oh, now the special ingredient, the banh mi is going. New catalog launching for summer. I just got my box of special goodies and I'm super excited about it. So as a leader, we get a sneak peek and they send us a box. So we are doing another freezer meal bundle that's going to be with some of the new ingredients. I just spoke with some people today. So this is a really fun way to have a party via Zoom or in your home, or DIY like this, but however it works. But this is a fun way to do a party. So if anybody is interested in that, you can also just collect orders. So you can tell some friends that, you just prepped these meals. There's a new one coming out, or this one is going to still be available for the summertime too. Kind of do like a catalog party per se. So if anybody is interested in doing that, then you get the free shopping, you get the free host exclusives, half off items and all those stuff. It's a great, easy way to get, stock your pantry with more fun Epicure. So if anybody is interested, definitely let us know. We can talk to you a little bit more about that, but we have a really fun, I'm going to show this while Erin's finishing up this bundle. Meal. We have a host exclusive. I'm going to pop it up so you don't see all my other stuff I have up. So this month, there's still time this month to host a party of any kind. And I'll show you what we have going for host exclusive. The only way to get these products is by having a party or an event or a gathering or a catalog party, virtual party. There's lots of options. But this is the spill the tea. You guys, this thing is awesome. Where do we have it? I love this. This is just you can make iced tea in this, but it's got this infuser section. You can kind of see that where you can put fruit into it. So I just chunked up limes and oranges and put those in there the other night and made the tea that came with it and poured that inside. And it was so delicious. So that lime and orange infused in with the tea, and you can have iced tea. You can make lots of different cold brew or anything with this. So this is this month's host exclusive. And then next month, I'm also super excited about is our they're called nesting mixing bowls. And I have seen these in use by our CEO, Amelia. She had these bowls and she kept prepping with them. And everyone's like, I want that bowl. Where's that bowl at? Well, we've never had it. So now we have it as a host exclusive. You get the set of 3 for $24.50 as a host. So something to think about. If you would like to get your hands on these, this is an option for you too. So now I have to too far away. There we go. I'm too far away from the screen to see all the things. So anyway, something to think about. And there's lots of fun things, parties you can do during the summer, patio party, or just kind of a girls get together and taste some delicious epicure.
Hey, Tracy. So like on this one, I have the 2 bags. You just stick the one inside the other one, right?
So I would seal up that one, the vegetable one. Yep. And then I would grab another Ziploc bag and put those 2 bags into the one.
That's a better idea.
Because they don't get all messy and whatnot.
Hey, Tracy, while she is looking, Angela asked
Oh,
if in the new catalog there is a knife, a new knife to replace the one that they took out.
no, there's not. There's not. And I think the reason behind the knife being discontinued is they were having to replace it quite a bit for people were getting chips. And there is some care to that knife that you really should store it in the sheath. It can't go in the dishwasher. You have to be careful where you set it. If it drops, it can chip really easy. The knife is amazing. It's sharp for like 2 to 5 years. But I think they were having too many replacement issues with it. So it actually was on sale a little bit ago, but it sold out quick. So there's definitely people that want it. So hopefully we'll see something, but there's no new knife. I'm sorry, Angela. All right. I'm going to go forward to the banh mi. And this is where I was talking about, I'm going to be doubling mine up. So I'm using ground beef and ground pork. Oh, good job, Erin. Yep, just like that. Double it up in one. And then don't forget to slide your recipe sheet in between. Perfect.
I have to, this is currently my recipe sheet, so I got to actually print it out.
Well, and you wouldn't, I mean, you could write the name on your Ziploc bag and what menu it was from. And then you could just reference it later. If you don't want to print out paper, that's another, I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't do that too. Okay, so if you're prepping, you'll want to take either your ground chicken or your ground pork, whichever you're doing. My husband's trying to sneak out of the video. And like I said, I'm doubling this up. I like the combination of the pork and the beef. Banh mi burgers or sandwiches or sliders this is a Vietnamese supposed to be a Vietnamese barbecue type seasoning, I believe. I might be saying that wrong, but traditionally it's made with pork. And again, I can't get enough of oh, you might need to be my assistant. I need you to put 2 tablespoons of seasoning in this. Because I have yucky hands. I don't want to touch the seasoning. So we're gonna do, if you're doing 1 pound, you're doing 2 tablespoons. If you're doubling it, then you just obviously double it. So if you want to take this and then that spoon, we're just doing 4 tablespoons. This is my husband, my assistant, David. That's really full. Perfect. Just dump it in.
Using 4.
Perfect. A little extra doesn't hurt anything. Yeah, there are really big chunks in there. I think that's the I think coconut or something in there. Thank you. Bravo.
Yay.
Go ahead, Erin.
Oh, no, I was just saying, yay for help.
So I'm I don't know, not everybody's like this. I like to have gloves on when I'm mixing meat. I don't know, it's something I have a hard time touching meat with my bare hands. I know that it's fine and you can wash your hands and get it off. It's just my little thing. Who here has our burger press? Aaron, if you want to come off mute, or if you just want to.
I'm not on mute.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jess.
I have it.
I have
Okay.
one. I love it.
I have it, but I'm ashamed to say I haven't used it yet.
Oh, Angela, I'm gonna challenge you to use it. You're gonna see me use it in 2 seconds here.
Well, I think we decided we're making these burgers to take camping next week.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Well, pull out the burger press. There's, when you use a burger press, you're not overworking the meat and, breaking down can't remember what it's called, basically like the fibers. And your burgers taste a lot better when you use a burger press because it's one tap down, it's evenly dispersed, so it also cooks evenly. Oh, and I just took my gloves off and now I gotta prep these. I'll grab another set of gloves. So anyway, they work really good. So this is the burger press. If you don't have one already, it comes with this size to make sliders. And then your press and your little burger guy there. So I am not going to prep all of these here with you, but I am going to prep 4 so they're like halfway done and you guys can kind of see how this works. You can also, the burger press, you can also use as stuffed burgers too. So if you slide this off, this guy here, you can make the first patty, then push down on it, stuff your burger with your cheese or whatever you want to do, and then put a little more meat on top and just kind of press down a little bit just to cover the top. So it's really good. Jessica was with me at conference when we got to taste the jalapeno burgers, and she's like, these would be so good stuffed with cream cheese. And they are fantastic. So good. I like the cream cheese with the jalapeno burgers because it tames down the heat for me because it is a little spicy for me. But anyway, and she's shaking her head yes. Okay, I'm gonna grab another set of gloves here real quick.
You
Y'all
know, with
have
those
great ideas.
with the jalapeno burgers, if they are too spicy for you, just tone down the amount that you put in them though, because when I do them for my kids, I'll do 1 tablespoon instead of 2 and they come out great. They still have so much flavor and they're just not quite as spicy.
Oh, that's a good point. The problem is everyone else likes the heat. So I'll just make a few with the minimal, I guess, and then my
You
family.
You can mix it around. I do this for my kids sometimes. You can mix it around with 1 tablespoon in it and then make a few patties and then dump a little bit more seasoning in, mix it around and make a few more patties.
Perfect. I knew someone would have a solution. I am using our scoop. This is a 1/4 cup scoop. So these will make, if I use this, I know I've got perfect amount for every single burger. Actually, I feel like I want more than that in there. Let me press it down. Let's see here. No, that's perfect. And then just kind of slide that off. That's not going to be big enough for our family. I'm going to do that again. How many scoops are you doing, Erin?
I don't remember.
Let's see. 2 scoops.
I did stuffed burgers though too.
So I'm doing, I think 2 scoops is perfect. Take that off. And we have perfect chicken burger. Throw that in there flat. You can kind of see that. And I just kind of twist it so it just kind of slides off that way. And then the bottom, it also puts those little grill lines on it. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but it makes it look pretty.
How many? So this makes 4 burgers?
So I have, it will make 4.
Sadie, stop.
I'll show you how much I have left once I get this 4th one in here.
Oh, yeah.
Another little tip too is if you're finding that you're using like ground chicken and you're using this burger press, just get a little water in a dish off to the side and wet the bottom of it, and it just slides right off way easier. Okay, so I've got 4 there, and I've got that much left to do like
Oh, wow.
another.
Jessica's put in the chat that she puts a little bit of wax paper between them, and it works really well.
Oh, and doubles and stacks them. That's a great
Yeah.
idea. So I'm gonna set that aside. And I might follow Jessica's instructions on doing that and keep this flat, but date it, finish off if you're doing a double batch, and put your burger recipe prep and cooking time instructions in between the 2 bags. Day of cook time: English cucumber, red onion, your buns, hamburger buns, and matchstick carrots. If it's not on here, but if you Google pickled red onion or pickled cucumbers, it's like a vinegar sugar combination, super easy to make. It's a cold pickling with the cucumbers, with the onions, and then I haven't done carrots, but the cucumber and the onion together. Top that with on your burger. It is so delicious, and you can keep that in your refrigerator, I think, for 2 weeks once you've cooked your or pickled your cucumbers and your onions. So I would write on here like pickled onions or pickled cucumbers. Look up recipe or whatever. You can just find it anywhere online, but it is so good. When I made these for my sister, she was my taste tester, her and her daughter, and they loved them. So I'm gonna set those aside. Okay, I just want to pause and see how everybody's doing and see if you want us to finish off. I'm not making every single meal, but I'd love to hear like how people are doing, if they feel like they're good to continue on, or if you would like us to stay on and continue prepping. It's a good pausing moment. And I can't see the chat because I'm too far away, Erin, if you don't mind.
I haven't, no one's posted yet specifically to that I've seen come through.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do is stop the recording, and we can see how everybody's feeling.
Carolyn says, still here, just following.
So basically, this kind of gives you a good idea. Really simple. Each of these sheets, like we said earlier, just follow the simple ingredients for the freezer bag to prep them, and then slide these between the 2 Ziploc bags. When you're ready to cook, or you're ready to be cooking them for the week, pull them out of the freezer and check what you need for that day of cooking. So you make sure you have it in your refrigerator. Most of these are very simple, stuff for the hamburger, stuff for the chicken sandwich, or a side dish. And that's the other thing too, is in this freezer meal PDF that you got, there's even ideas for side dishes too, so that you can use some of these ingredients for side dishes. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, and then we will decide if we will continue on prepping. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, Carolyn's, I think, I mean, either everybody fell asleep or they're busy working and prepping.